Welcome back to the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. So the other day, I saw a clip where these two young black women were on vacation in Jamaica. This must have been right after the hurricane because they were upset because they weren't getting what they thought they had paid for. And they was letting it be known that they weren't happy. Now, I didn't see where they were all like out of line and being belligerent, but they were firm. Yeah. And then following that, they were firm in what they wondering why they ain't getting their service the way it's supposed to be. They said to the people, y'all knew that the hurricane was coming. Y'all should have made preparations, blah, blah, blah. Black American women on vacation. Okay. Then later on behind that, I heard some Jamaican women who look like they work in the service industry talking about how they don't want Black American women money when the airplane, when things clear up and the airport open up, get the fuck out, go back home, blah, blah, blah. So now they beefing. So I'm thinking to myself, what we got? The diaspora war is kicking back in? Is that what's happening? Because I hope not at this time. This ain't no time for that bullshit. Seriously, man, we got goddamn Donald Trump, got warships all over the Caribbean, blowing up fishing boats with people of color on them. And I don't usually use that term, but people of color on them, and probably black people on them. And we, instead of unifying, are still fighting each other over shit we have no control over, like the weather. Now, I understand another dynamic too that's going on. And this one might get me in trouble, but I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. You got two groups of black women. You got some black women with some discretionary income on the one hand, and on the other hand, you got some black women working paycheck to paycheck. You got some black women with some disposable income because they on vacation. And you got some black women who working every day trying to make ends meet off that shitty ass money that the resorts pay. The black women feel some type of way towards each other. Black women, they be in competition. Women be in competition, not just black ones. Women be in competition all the time. They don't say that out loud, but they do. And like I said, I get in trouble for this, but people ain't gonna unsubscribe from me or whatever. But that is an underlying thing, competition among women. You got these rich bitches over here and you got these working broads over here and they clashing. Now these rich girls who got everything they want and nothing to complain about in the eyes of the other girls are down here complaining because they didn't get what the fuck they want. And they black, and they American, and they feel entitled, and there's that. Right? Never mind that they spent a lot of money to come down there to pay that resort who pays their salary. And then on the other hand, you got these other women who work paycheck to paycheck and barely making it, being talked down to by these so-called rich women from America. Of course they're going to clash. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying that's how it is. Seeing as how not people around black people anyway, from around the world really up till recently didn't want shit to do with black Americans. Really, they didn't. Everybody knows that by now, that nobody wanted anything to do with us. And now this hurricane is reminding everybody, of this tension. this diaspora war that shouldn't even be fucking going on. You know? So that's another layer of it right there. This motherfucking resentment that one group of women who are perceived as having extra money, and this other group of women who had their own goddamn perceptions of, of reality. It just they ain't gonna never like each other. They're never gonna like each other. And both groups got preconceived notions about the other group. So there's that layer, because white folks get down there and complain too. White folks get down there and complain just like everybody else about bad service, about why they can't get this and why they don't have that. But I bet you ain't nobody working at no resort gonna get on YouTube and make a video telling them not to come back. Nobody is gonna get on YouTube telling them good white folks not to bring no money down to Jamaica. You feel me? What they don't understand is just how much money a lot of black people have. And black people sometimes have more money than the white folks have. And again, I say, if it's a white person complaining and mad because, services and what they think it should be, they just suck it up and apologize. But if a black person does that, well, they get on YouTube and make videos about it and tell everybody, that black Americans ain't shit. You see that double standard, don't you? That's not good. We need to get away from that. I already told y'all how I personally feel about Jamaica and how I personally feel about Trinidad and Tobago. I love both of them. It's unfortunate what happened, and there's some shit that ain't nobody got no control over. But now is not the time to be rekindling and restarting up this goddamn bullshit diaspora war when Donald Trump is at war with every black person on the planet. You feel me? And at the end of the day, we all we got. And the only way we're going to survive and make it into the next, chapter of world history is if we unify some kind of way. And yeah, I get it. We ain't always going to motherfucking agree. And it's always going to be, agitators and provocateurs among us. But we're going to have to deal with them too. Otherwise, we ain't got no place on this planet, and we might as well just shrivel up and fucking die. You feel me? Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment below. Hit the subscribe button. The diaspora war's got to stop. This is bullshit. It's ignorant anyway. TC, and I'm out. Peace.